All right, so I'm really bad at keeping to a good schedule on these, but one important thing, we're not going to be discussing Descent into Avernus today because instead I want to talk a little bit about National Novel Writing Month, which is coming up in November, and I think everyone should take the time to learn, not necessarily learn how to write, but just to learn to enjoy the process of creating something and writing, whether it's a personal journal, fiction, whatever you want to write, you should learn to write and you should spend some time doing it, even if what you write is utter garbage. And I'm saying that as someone who writes a lot of utter garbage. And I'm going to back that up. I'm going to put in the description for here a link to my blog where I finally have gotten my entire fiction library over the past, I don't know, I think it goes back to like 2012 ish. Anything that I've been able to salvage that was in a salvageable state so that you can look and see that it's okay to write garbage because a lot of it is going to be garbage. A lot of them have been abandoned because I realized for one reason or another that I just wasn't going to be able to do what I wanted to do with it. Or maybe I got them to a state where I was like, I like this enough as it is. And they're basically going to be forever in this perpetual draft state. But I figure showing you that you can write garbage and enjoy it might help get people past that initial barrier of, oh God, what if I write something and it's bad? The answer is, it doesn't matter because you'll have enjoyed the process of creating it. So that brings me back though to the very idea of the photo wordism blog where I've been putting a lot of the D&D stuff for 5th edition. And we look at that, then we look at Facebook becoming meta or the metaverse or whatever they're going to call it. And I've been thinking sort of about the nature of the internet and how that's changed lately. Not in the sense of, going to a metaverse or all of that, but more just in the old days of the internet. People used to blog in a way that was a collection of interesting things or thoughts, observations, personal anecdotes, and they threw it out into the void of the internet, hoping, hey, random people on GeoCities or AngelFire, do you think this is neat? If you're neat, let's be internet friends. But today, that's really not how the internet works anymore, is it? Like today, you go out there and instead of being a bunch of little kids with neat rocks hoping everyone likes our neat rocks and we become friends, it's a bunch of, we've moved on. We've grown out of elementary and middle school. And now the internet is a bunch of cliquish high schoolers in a like an 80s or 90s movie insisting that if you like those that person's neat rocks, you can't sit with us, or something along those lines. And I think it's been bad for the internet. And I don't think anyone will disagree that the internet has become a more factional place, I guess is a better word than fractional. We're gonna leave that in because it was bad. So with that in mind, I kind of want to go into November, December, and everything else and try and get back to that old feeling of the internet, right? We're going to create things because it's National Novel Writing Month and keep creating things, whether it's writing or whatever you do that you enjoy. But at the same time, we need to step back and every now and then just show each other neat internet rocks. In that vein, I'm going to also add a link to a Smithsonian Magazine article. I think they reprinted it from, I want to say it was I don't remember what the name of the magazine is, but they reprinted it from another magazine about using machine learning to try and interpret whales talking, and then if we could interpret that, to see if we could recreate whale grammar and talk back to whales. That's my neat internet rock for the day that I kind of want to share because it's a neat internet rock, and that's what we should be doing with the internet, is going back to this outward going kind of excited show off neat things, even if they're garbage, and be like, hey, do you like this? So enjoy National Novel Writing Month if you're going to do it, or if not, maybe find something neat on the internet and share it with people. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll maybe see you in National Novel Writing Month.